Going on, guys? We are back. So we have got a Beamer 428i. We're going to be doing an intake, taking all this off, the cold air intake, the pieces there. That's the cover, the shroud. This is where the intake's going to be going on to. So just for now, for the lower intake pipe, I did put the coupler on with the clamp. And then what we're going to do is you take these pieces off here. This cable, these clamps, you eventually are going to have to take off this air mass sensor, and then these pieces here are going to just pop up, right? So these grommets you're going to reuse. Do another one here, and then another one here. Okay. And again, I'm going to go ahead and take this sensor off. Just pull down here and just give it a wiggle. Not use like a flathead, but I'll get to that. Alright, so once you have the air mass sensor pulled off, it's going to be an air tube that you're going to reconnect as well. But this, you can go ahead and just pop it up. Just leave this to the side. Don't forget to hook that up. Okay, so pretty much the three grommets have off. Alright. Now what you're gonna do is just be careful over here because it does slide into that. So we'll go ahead and loosen up this clamp here. The intake should come right out. All is one piece, right? So kind of push it up at an angle. All right, just wiggle it. There it goes. All right, so it came off. There it goes. All right, comes off all in one piece. But again, these grommets we're going to use in the other shroud over there in the corner. All right, so once we have this off, go ahead and take this out. These are 7s. If you want to use sockets or just a regular flathead. But we'll go ahead and pull this off, and then pretty straightforward install. Then we'll go ahead and put the lower pipe on and just adjust that a little bit. This hose here does have a clamp. You just want to open this up and take this piece off as well. And I think it's from the front, if I'm not mistaken. But just gotta take this off, this clamp. Alright, so you can see that open up. Alright, just go ahead and twist it around and it'll come right off. And once you have that, just give the pipe a little wiggle and it should come right up. Alright, so I had to give this little wiggle. This came right up, as you can see in there. So this right here is what's going to replace that. Okay, so we already got the clamp on this one. Just got to make sure that when you put this on, it's just situated the right way. That way you don't have to do too much adjustment. We'll go ahead and add this on. Make sure it's over the lip before you tighten down the clamp. Alright, so hooked up the intake. Just letting y'all know that is a pain in the butt. Here is one of the adapters that comes with the package that is going to go in here. That thread is going there. Then I put the grommet in there. This is one of the grommets that it comes with. That's where your vent hose is going to go through. And this is another piece so it doesn't scratch up your intake. Went ahead and put the top the top clamp on there. Just try and put all this stuff in there. And then for here and then here, there are two little clips that it comes with. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Give yourself some space. Have these clips that are going to go through here. And then they're kind of almost going to be like a little slant, but that allows this right here to pivot. You just put the nut on, and then we'll put the intake upper tube to the actual filter. Actually, don't forget to take off the air mass sensor. These are torque 20s, and they're gonna go right into there. Okay, so this does come with like an extra adapter seal to try and take up some of the space. So go ahead and use that. That will give you a tighter fit. But here, okay, one sec. Here's where you're gonna put your cable for the air mass sensor, and here's where you're gonna put the hose for this tube right here. All right, guys. So I actually used the OEM torque screws because the ones that they provide you are too small. They won't reach. So got that on. I'll go ahead, slap this on. We'll run the hose inside here, hook it up here, and then we'll run this clip through here. But I think I saw a video where you can run it a little closer so you have more slack, but I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so this does come with like a bushing adapter. You'd have to screw this in. For some reason, neither one of the threaded sides were screwing in, but it kind of gives support. So this is kind of, you know, pretty solid. Ended up putting the clips in. I did make a mistake. I used the factory torque screws, but they do provide longer ones, but these ended up threading in just fine. So then you have the cover. This one rubber gasket that's here, when you take off the OEM one, is I did take it off, so I put it on. So these, I'm gonna go ahead and screw this on. It does come with washers and these Allen wrenches, and these are a 5mm Allen wrenches. I mean screws. So then just go ahead and pop this front one on. These back ones should screw on here. So make sure you line these things up. That's one. You hear that in the background? Hmm? You hear that in the background?
Do you want me to keep it going?
Yeah.
I know.
I'll come back, guys, when I do that piece.
Okay.
Alright, guys, so here's the end result. Right now I only put 2 screws, kind of a little pain to align them up, but here goes the third gasket. You know, solid, it's not going to go anywhere. The sensor cables ran in here. We have the air mass holes here, and this one that's loose, I'm just going to probably go ahead and just zip tie it over here so it's not touching anything later on or heating up or melting on anything. But that's about it. Got this on Aliexpress for about 90 bucks. All right, a lot cheaper than like 200 and something, but it is what it is. I'll do a sound clip and then send that to you guys. If you guys got any questions, let me know.